Hi, I'm Liv. I am here to tell you about a Thrifty Notions July featured fabrics collection. This is just our summer collection. We kind of pull out our primary colors plus a nice grassy green in July to celebrate the season. Kind of thinking beach and picnics and just kind of laid back small town summer sort of things. Really wanting to encourage people to get outside and be with other people. It's just a theme that keeps popping up in my personal life. I don't really believe in astrology necessarily, but some things fit me. So I am a July birthday, which is Cancer, which is the crab, which likes to hunker down at home and put out their shell and protect themselves from other people in the world. And I'm realizing that all I'm really protecting myself from is living a better life. Like, I need to get out and be around people more. I don't know. COVID was really a thing, and I think we're all taking a little longer than we realized to bounce back. So this year, that is my intention that I set at the beginning of the year, and my focus to just really get out and do real things with real people in real life. So I'm encouraging you to do the same. Maybe you could make something really cute to wear as you're going out and meeting new people in the real world and doing real things. All right, so let's get to the fabric. I'm gonna just start with our synthetics. I just have a little pile here. So this one is called Red Rose, and it's just a crepe chiffon. It is a polyester, so very durable, but sheer, fluid, real pretty, real pretty. Excellent for swishy things. You'll probably want some sort of lining underneath it because it is sheer, but skirts, sundresses, that sort of thing, excellent out of this. Then we just have this one little piece of a vintage poly cotton shirting. This one's called Picnic Basket. Just this fun little primary stripe. Very cute. I'm just seeing a cute little short sleeve button up, maybe with some poof sleeves. Cute little rounded Peter Pan collar, maybe. Very kind of 1950s cutie. That's what I pictured. Love to see what you make. This one's called Roman Candle. It's just a shiny, shimmery poly satin. Would work great for a lining. I know it's July and we're not really thinking about things that need lining so much, like coats, but it would make a cute little lining. You could also make a blouse out of this. It's not going to breathe very well though, so keep that in mind. It would also make a really cute lining for something like a tote bag, which you do need in July to go to the beach. Mind you, we're in Kansas, and when I say go to the beach, it's very different here. We have lakes, and they have beaches, and it works. Sort of. But it's outside, and there's water, so we do it. It's fun enough. All right, we've just got one linen this time around. It's this cool indigo, medium weight. Lots of stuff you could do with this. Shorts, I think. Shorts or a skirt would be really cute. Maybe some culottes, skirt, whatever you want to call that. I went to a religious school and culottes were what our sports teams wore. Well, the girls. Because, you know, feminine but also modest. Culottes. I like the word skirts better. Anyway, wow, I'm very rambly this month. I really like this one. You could also make a dress or even maybe some slacks out of it. It's a good one. Okay, got a couple of rayons. Rayon is a man-made fiber from plants. So it is biodegradable and it breathes like cotton, but it has a more fluid drape than cotton does. This one's called Cherry Pie, just a bright red rayon. Great for sundresses and swishy skirts. Then we have this one called Bananas for obvious reasons. Same thing, nice and fluid, great for swishy things. So these next two are a little strange for July, but they match the color theme, so we went for it. Pretty sure ketchup and mustard. Well, okay, I called this one French's. These are wool suitings. Just a nice solid wool. Suiting weight. Think ahead. What will you need to brighten your mood when it gets cloudy and gray and cold outside? Because you could make something super cute out of this. Suiting is good for making suits and the parts of a suit. So jackets, slacks, skirts, that sort of thing. That one's French's. Want to guess what this one's called? I called this one Heinz. Same thing, different color. So once again, it's a suiting. It has fairly fluid drape, so it would make some nice wide-legged trousers or a skirt. I don't know that I'd do a dress out of wool. Maybe. Depends on what I don't know. I would need to see that. Show me what you make. I want to know. Okay, we have a few silks. This one's called Sunflower, and it is just a little piece. Very light. You can see it's just floating here. This would make a really cute little crop top or blouse. There's enough here, depending on how big of a person you are. You could get a short sleeve blouse out of this. Possibly, you could get, even for larger people, I think you could get a blouse out of this one. It's a little bit thin. It would also work for a lining if you wanted a lining for like your red, tomato red coat maybe. Put this lining in it. That would be a look. Anyway, nice and swishy and floaty. This is a Dupioni called Firecracker. It has two different colors of yarn woven in the two directions. So the red kind of shows through best, but there is a blue hiding in there, so color shifts in the light. This one's a little more crisp, but again, you could make a dress, a blouse, a skirt. You could even make some, looser trousers out of this that would be really comfortable and very dressy. So this one's pretty fancy. This is a raw silk called Kiddie Pool. Raw silk is a little more chunky and slubby, has more of a interesting texture to it. You can see there's little bits all over this one. So it also has just a touch of that sticky silk feeling. So because this one is a little sturdier, you could do something like a dressy jacket out of it. That would be really cute. It does have a little more structure to it. So again, you could make something like shorts or a skirt out of this. It's just not as swishy. All right, there is a giant stack of cotton because cotton is good for July. First up is a home deck, a vintage home deck. It's a lot of fun. This one's called Zinnia Garden. And it's just kind of a really, really slubby woven. It is a bit sheer. It's intended for things like draperies, but you could also do something like a beach cover up with this, or like even just a woven top would be very cute out of this. It's, I'd say, a medium weight. It is pretty thick, but it's also sheer. So it's an interesting one, but it's just really fun. And I thought Zinnia Garden was kind of the perfect name for it. It's very bright and happy. I have 4 different plaid shirtings here, and all 4 of them are cotton, and all 4 of them are a little bit more toward the medium weight than the lightweight. So not quite like a dress shirt, more, I don't know, it's just a little bit chunkier of a cotton, but definitely good for making shirts. The other thing you could do is something like a faux romper. So lots of 1950s retro patterns with like a little halter top and shorts that are matched that look like a romper, but you can still go to the bathroom easily. And they're very, very cute. Or like a little high-waisted short and then a cropped halter top. Those kinds of cute little sets would be adorable in all of these plaid cottons. So this would work for that. Or, you could just make a shirt. They are shirtings. So this one's called Cobbler. This other red one is called Hopscotch. Same thing. Nice medium weight cotton fabric. I guess you could also use it for quilting. It would be nice for that too. Maybe make a picnic blanket. Speaking of, this one's called Picnic Plaid. A little more red and white in this one. And this one's called Parade. And the Parade one is a little bit more of a seersucker. It has kind of a scrunchy texture to it. A little bit seersuckery. It's kind of puckery. Anyway, this one's called Parade. Okay, we have one piece of vintage bark cloth. Very fun handkerchief print. Again, that retro romper idea would be super cute out of this. You could also just hem it up and have a really cute tablecloth and or like dish towels. This would make, like, bark cloth makes pretty good dish towels. You can also use it for home dec. It's just kind of a slubby, not rough, but it's a slubby, very textured cotton with a little bit of swishy drape to it. This one's called Blueberry. It is a yarn dyed chambray in this pretty French blue. So this is the kind of thing people make button-up dress shirts out of in this really nice French blue color. But all kinds of breezy, summery things could be made from this pretty kind of indigo blue. Just a nice lighter weight cotton. This is kind of a fun little woven cotton. It's a little chunkier. It reminds me, and I'm not sure if it's part of the Ruby Star Society collection. I don't think this one is. I looked it up and tried to find it. It feels like the Ruby Star chore coat fabric, but it is boro stitched. So that sashiko mending technique where you take big chunky stitches to mend things. So these stitches go front and back. And this one's called Strawberry. Shorts out of this would be very cute. Tote bag, throw pillows, all kinds of stuff for the table, like napkins and placemats, that sort of thing. Just a fun chunky cotton. Okay, I have a couple of lawns here. Cotton lawn is a very lightweight, somewhat gauzy fabric. It's tightly woven though, so it's pretty sturdy, but you can see it's very lightweight. So it's excellent for things like sundresses or skirts. So this one is called Floral Pop. And then we have this bright green floral called Fresh Cut. And again, very light and breezy, sort of sheer, not super sheer, but you can see through it a little bit. Lightweight, happy little cotton. And then the last two are some vintage home dec. So this is a canvas and it's called Pollinator in this bright yellow stripe, just a cotton canvas. So you can use it for home dec, but you could also use it for things like trousers and shorts, overalls, all kinds of kind of sturdier bottom weight fabric things. Maybe something like not a jean skirt, but kind of like that. Everybody's got a little lint today. This is just a fun retro vintage fabric. And this one is called Splash Park. Another kind of canvas weight. It's a screen printed vintage in this very cool floral. Splash Park is the name of this one. And I suspect there might be just a little bit of linen to this one, but we're gonna call it a cotton because I can't confirm, but just based on the feel of it and the drape, I think there might be some linen here. So, I didn't even check. No, it doesn't say on the selvage. Anyway, that's a really fun one that would also be good for shorts, trousers, skirts, that sort of thing. Or like a beach tote would be very cute out of this one. So, this is our final fabric of this collection. Happy sewing!